2025 Derby City Classic. This is now a fan river tournament. It's called the Bigfoot, all right? And this is the Bigfoot 10-ball challenge. 16 of the greatest players on the planet, single elimination action, and only one can move forward. We're in round one, and it's time to meet the players. But first up, he's a two-time World 9-ball champion, back-to-back Derby City champion, U.S. Open champion, Whirlpool Masters champion, the only player to win Whirlpool Masters, World 9-ball, and the U.S. Open. Sponsored by 6060 ZQ Tables. Ladies and gentlemen, from Moscow, Russia, but now a proud American. Let's hear it for the
That's nice.
And his opponent is a 2024 9-ball Derby City runner-up, 2024 9-ball Super Billiard Expo runner-up, and the 2023 UK Open champion. Sponsored by CB Fine, Predator, Town, Uptown Billiards. Make some noise for Billiardnet, Lithuania, Pius, Labudas. We're back in the race in tandem.
Josh Roberts to table 9. Josh Roberts to table 9.
He's on the board well high at 1 after 2 rounds.
Listen, people are making fun of me taking half-naked photos of me running computers on Facebook. Oh man, did Jamie win? It's Federer and Pius. That's the game you guys want to do, but like yeah. I'll take donations for moving the camera. I'll give you my cash app. Maybe can send the 20 back for me moving. You need Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Yeah. Clay Carmen and oh, that's who it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got a bet. I got a bet on him playing me. I got a bet on him playing against Megan Lane tonight. No, they're playing a Bigfoot. See what I mean? Like when I blow this up, I gotta redo the image.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can zoom it out, or we can leave it here. That's fine. Well, I think the lighting makes a big difference because these cameras are like $40 cameras. But for the price, I mean, it ain't bad. For the price, I mean, I wouldn't go out and do huge tournaments with them, but that's just me. Let's see, where are we at? 1-0 Clay Carmen. We can leave this on until the finish match. That's not for a while. Also got Shannon Murphy playing Earl Beach at third. And, oh, you're watching it?
Players still in the banks. If you lose in round 4, you must buy back immediately. Round 5 will play and complete tonight. Round 5 banks will play complete tonight.
Yeah, I remember this guy from doing Indy for many years. Oh, okay. Is he from your area? Okay. Is it Vitali? Is that how you pronounce it?
Tournament desk is looking for Ashley Nolan. Ashley Nolan, Pembroke, is from the tournament desk. Tournament desk is also looking for Kevin Brown. Nikki Krause and Kevin Brown. They return to the tournament desk.
Pagalion in the Bigfoot. Listen, I wanted to bet on Moritz Neuhausen versus Tyler Steyer, and he told me he was full, and Moritz Neuhausen wiped the floor with him. I mean, he said, I mean, that might be true, but that Dominic Dunn, he bets, I mean, he knows a lot, but he bets a lot, and he wins and he loses a lot. During the International Open, he bet on all these games, and I was like, I mean, how much? I I knew he lost all kinds of money. He's sitting on the stream. He's got a huge frown on it. I said, how much did you lose, man? I mean, he literally told me 20 dimes. But when you bet big, those are the kind of swings you get. He bets on every match. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take this side. I'll take all these guys against these guys. He figures it out, and if somebody wants the action, he takes it. I figure I'm betting at least a fair game. Well, that's good to know. I never met this guy. I don't think I've ever been at an event where he was at. He's young, and I think he's pretty young. See, this is where they can have it.
Tournament desk is looking for Tony Coleman and Lucas. Lucas and Tony Coleman. Please go to the tournament desk.
This dude's commentating on a game that I'm streaming. On my desktop that they can't even watch. I do that a lot when I'm live because I'll look at the table next door and I'll be like, oh man, that was a sick shot, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know why I'm talking about that because you can't see it. You can't see. Okay, I see it. I'll update the score. Are you watching my stream? Okay. Yeah, there's like 30 people watching that game and there ain't nobody commentating. I mean, my headphone is right here. Listen, there's all kinds of good games coming up, man. Evan Lunda's gonna play D. Atkins. That's at 8:15. And then the Federer Pius game is scheduled for, I want to say, 8:30. So they pretty much overlap. And I can do the other game. I'll just do the other game on the desktop. Whatever game you really want to do. In the long run, Federer's going to get more viewers. I mean, he's going to do his on his own channel with the other guy, and he'll get 700 viewers. had 50,000 subscribers, I'd probably get 1,000 views too. But I'm not fed, so it's tough to grow your channel. I mean, pool is not as big as most people's perception is. You know, I've been doing it for so long. That's why so many people have a hard time trying to make money doing any kind of creative aspect or in business, unless they're running a tournament and they're robbing it, or doing a state tournament and they're robbing it, or whatever, or running a pool league and have a giant area. You know, Troy knows about that because he used to run big pool leagues. But like, how do I get like 20,000 subscribers? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying. I got almost got 4,500. I mean, I'd like to have 5,000 by the end of this event. That would be an increase of, say, 800, I think, which is possible with this type of content. It just takes a while. And you guys are a big help, so, you know, I really appreciate you guys for giving me time. I mean, they do. Well, they do in the chat room more so. When it's live, they're interacting. Sometimes they're asking questions. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're making fun of the player's dog or whatever. It can be sometimes. I got a few guys. I mean, I haven't seen him for a while, but there's just one guy that comes in there. You swear to God, he was like a 790 speed player. Every shot, every game, I would have been out. I played this guy. He's like, I would destroy these guys. He played that wrong. I mean, maybe he does play like 730 or something, but the way he talks, you think he was like an 850 or something. I mean, it's good to have him in there sometimes, but at other times, it becomes like it's more overbearing. Like somebody just constantly talk, you know what I mean? Like contributing and creating a conversation amongst the viewers and you know, and us or the people that are producing the stream. That's good. But sometimes people just talk so much, people won't even say anything back. They'll just let the guy talk. And then they'll be like, well, where do you live? You can give me the 7 if you think you know this much, you know. I mean, it gets to be kind of, it's entertaining. I mean, it is. Oh, yeah, that was great, yeah. Got second in the Midwest Bar Table Classic, and you didn't know who he was? Who was it? I remember that event. We had a lot of. It was you and I think Tammy was around there too. And she was commentating, and you were commentating. Yeah, that was great. Oh, okay. I'll update the score. This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform.
but you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/Let's Get Streaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon.
I better get on this, figure out what I'm doing here. Ryan Stone and Francesco Candela. I think he's like a high-end Spaniard. Yeah. Yeah, that guy's a 750, man. That guy's a 750. The guy that Ryan Stone is playing. Yep. The Spaniard. It's been a while since he's like got down like that, I think. So you're saying he wasn't happy with the payout versus his performance? I don't know why he doesn't really go to this, because I mean he is one of the stronger guys. I mean, for United States players, I mean he's upper echelon in all games. Oh, talking about Bryant? Oh, okay. I mean, there's a lot of pool players that do that. Hey, I got a question for you. What speed on bar table 8 ball you think Tony Miller plays? Because he wanted to play my player that I stake. Yeah, I mean he's around there somewhere, Indiana, right? Yeah, he wanted to play Mackey, or he mentioned it. I mean, I think he's like a 640. I mean, my player's a 640, but he's also like 67 years old, half blind, crippled. But he can make balls like you can't believe. he can play. He can play good, though, man. He can play pretty good. Oh, I mean that's kind of no. I mean, I get it. That's oh, he wants. Listen, he wants to play them games because he's an 8 ball strategist. So if he can get out a few more racks than the other guy, he's going to be ahead. But he plays good. I mean, I'm not hiding his speed at all. I broadcast us gambling all the time. I mean, you can't hide none of it. Sometimes he plays absolutely great, and other times he doesn't. And you shouldn't even beat Molly. Molly should have won. That was a great match. I don't know if you've seen that, but you should go back and watch it maybe. Yeah, she kind of hurt herself. I mean, she hooked herself, But, I mean, from doing that game, I had like 3 guys that want to say, hey, you want to play? I mean, I like to gamble. I mean, actually, me and John doing games and traveling, that's the most fun there is. I don't always win. I promise you that. I just like, when you match up, you want a fair game. He just loves A ball, man. He just loves A ball. Yeah, I mean he loves it. He's got a lot of fans. I mean people tune in. They want to root for the guy that can barely walk and barely see, and he looks goofy, and I mean he plays great though. I mean if anybody's been watching my stuff for a while, they've absolutely seen me and John go out and gamble. So I mean there's a lot of matches of John on there. I mean, that's almost like a reality show in itself, really. I wish Shannon Murphy would just run the F out so I can get this D. Atkins game on this desktop. Shannon's up 2-1. Oh, God, come on, Shannon. Yeah, he's up 2-1. Oh, playing 9-ball. All right, guys, here's a new promo of the Let's Get Streaming TV LGS application. Here's all your sections. I'm only going to show you brief tidbits of the sections. You get local channels. You get all your basic and extended channels. You get extra networks. You get Canadian channels. You get UK networks. You get all your premium movie channels. You get kids channels. You get all your wrestling, boxing, UFC pay-per-views. You get all your football, all your baseball, NBA, NHL, ESPN, you name it, racing, all these sections. You get music. You also get a full-featured VOD, which I can't really show you in this, but why get a box when you can actually get the service that the box is run on? You can run this on a mobile, you can run this on an iPad, a tablet, a computer, your Fire Stick, an Android box, whatever you want. Hit me up. It's TvMike. Let's get streaming. Ritas May, thanks for watching. I quit my day job a long time ago to live stream, so he says, I'm sorry you guys are pretty cool dudes, but don't quit your day job because y'all suck at live streaming. Dude, I'm running 3 computers right now. It is free. Oh, I pretty much I try to answer everything because I mean all my business is online, but like, yeah, well maybe I guess it depends on the context of the communication. But Skylar Woodward is playing Kalen Conkright, and he's up 2-1. And if somebody else is probably doing the game, and you want to watch Sky, that's cool. I'm trying to get good matchups that are like kind of square. Like I don't want like lamb fights. I don't want like, you know, I don't want a slaughter match. Especially when I got three machines to do, we can pick out some of the best games. I mean, if Skylar Woodward is playing me, you know, I have no chance. I mean, you might watch because it's Skylar, but there's probably another match that's way more competitive, and it's a better grind. And we're watching this game here because Clay Carmen is from Indiana, and so are the commentators. And this is bonus. Well, that guy's a world beater. I mean, he's world class. So anything with those guys' names, I mean, they're world beaters. Nicholas DeLeon is playing Corey Dillon. That's a good game. That's just starting. I could do that on my own machine. I think Mike Cease is going to do D and Evan. I really want to do it because I want to talk about it. I can't really. He's going to do it, and I think my buddy Derek's going to commentate. And we can do Federer and Pius. And it's still 1-0. these guys are. I mean, this is a grind. I mean, if it's really 1-0 against a world class like 800 speed player, I mean, he's doing it going on for an hour. This match. Well, maybe you know if he does such things. Well, I mean, sometimes it makes people play better, actually. I mean, Mackie plays really good when he's drinking like Crown and stuff, and he's got to relax. I mean, he don't really get nervous, you know. I mean, when he's gambling anymore, he ain't betting no money. It's all my money. He's just going to work. Whether or not he gets paid for the day, that depends upon his performance. You know, but I mean, we're good friends, so. I mean, he'll literally tell me, "Hey, you got any games? You know, I got to pay a car bill. You know, let's try to put something together. I got to make some money." I'm like, "Okay, let's. You know, I'll give him a chance to make money. If I lose, I lose. But at least people get to see the show. I'm still making content. It might cost me $1,000, but I get some. I mean, it really does. But I mean, it's a whole. You know, it's like I said, it's practically a reality show in itself. But there's no way to turn it into that because it's all live. Like, I'm not going to go and edit. I'm not going to record myself doing other stuff. Like, somebody else would have to do that. The amount of time required to do it, for just us to do it, like 2 or 3 people, it's unrealistic. Like, somebody else would have to do all the work. Like, you need like a camera crew with you. Oh, did he? Okay. Well, if dude's not doing D,
Table 47,
Mike
David
said
O'Keefe. Table 47, David O'Keefe, you're on the clock.
this game is at 1-0. Wow. All right, guys, here's a new promo of the Let's Get Streaming TV LGS application. Here's all your sections. I'm only going to show you brief tidbits of the sections. You get local channels. You get all your basic and extended channels. You get extra networks. You get Canadian channels. You get UK networks. You get all your premium movie channels. You get kids channels. You get all your wrestling, boxing, UFC pay-per-views. You get all your football, all your baseball, NBA, NHL, ESPN, you name it, racing, all these sections. You get music. You also get a full-featured VOD, which I can't really show you in this, but why get a box?
You'll never see anything like that. I mean, maybe he'll make some more blanks that are like kind of this style, but he's like, I want to try something new. I was like, okay. Alright, so I'm taking pictures on my stove where my light is. So it's pretty good light. I believe this is Buckeye Burl. There's even a ring like that. Little blue ring. That's awesome. I think this is the right one. This is impregnated burl. We got work on the butt cap. I mean, that's a really nice wood. This one's a bit more than those other ones. There's more work in it. It's orange hybrid. I mean, all the woods are highly figured. And you got wood in the inlays and the points. So this says impregnated burl cocobolo. I could actually ask the guy exactly what wood this is, but that's that one. So this looks a little more yellow because the light is yellow. These are more like a dark, well, there's two colors in these rings. They're a bit lighter. They're not as yellow, but anyways. I mean, this is a really nice piece of burl. You got some other rings up here in segments. Those are olive wood rings, actually. This is impregnated burl cocobolo. This is cocobolo, obviously. The brown wood. Yep. So this light makes it look a little bright orange. It's not so much orange. I can take it out of this light and you'll see the difference. See, it changes. This is more like the real light because this is sunlight coming in the bathroom, but yeah, this is like completely unique. Nobody even knows how this was made, actually. Thanks. Alright, everyone, we're outside in the natural sunlight, taking a look at this cue that somebody wants to get some better pictures of. Obviously, I don't need to say anything. This thing is pretty incredibly unique. 2,700 out the door. And this will not last long, I promise you that. Alright, here's another one. This would be like the sister to that cue, pretty much. I mean, this is incredible. Hybrid blank. Either one of this or the purple one would look great with a black shaft. This is pink, red, white, sparkles, bloody jasper, and the red rings and the diamonds. So yeah, just like the other cue, this one's 2,700 out the door. Hit me up if you want it. Obviously, when somebody gets it, it's gone. It's that simple. Alright, here's another one that somebody wanted to take a look at. This is a really nice spalted maple. It's got like textures in it, obviously. But this is the story. Turquoise rings offset this amazing epoxy hybrid artistic combination. I mean, it's one of a kind, insane. More spalted maple. And this is in direct sunlight, so this looks really accurate with the colors. 2,200 out the door. It's 18.9 ounces. Wowza. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bacote, and olive wood. So this is kind of in the similar family as the other one. The blanks were made at the same time, I know, because I was there. That's olive wood. This is Bacote. Nice balance of color and wood. More so wood than anything, but really nice figure there. Let's get it. With obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it, up into a full segment. With little dashes of color. Here we have another hybrid piece. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bird's Eye Maple up here. And then you have Purple Heart, which is a nice addition. And then you also have Bloody Jasper. So there is a lot of resin in this piece. A very plum type color. And also those little purple rings. Nice addition. Of course, as always, this is a 1 of 1. So if you like it, you better hit me up. Thank you. I did some of these already, but I'm redoing it in this light. It's more of a whiter light. It's under my kitchen sink, actually. So obviously this one is a really nice piece of Bird's Eye Maple, really clean. This is azurite, which we use in cues, in these rings. Now it just so happens to completely match the custom resin part. Double segments. I mean, this is just absolutely wild. And the maker of these made a few in this style, so you'll recognize a few more of this type of piece with this type of patterns. I mean, you see all the colors that they sparkle. Really shows up great. Of course, it's a 1 of 1. Get it while you can. So here we have basically the companion to that Bird's Eye cue, except this is ebony in a similar configuration. So some people like the black themed cues, and then some people like the natural wood type themed cues, but it's similar segments in the resin. Give you a real good look at it. As always, it's a 1 of 1. Here we have a Coco Bolo style with 3 segments of custom resin So this cocoa is really nice to begin with. But here we have this absolutely unique, almost floral looking piece. This right here is part of another piece that we had to work with. So this has like 3 segments. I'll show you the one with this next, actually. And these rings are like green and blue. Really fine details. Hit me up. Once it's gone, it is gone. I love it. Now here we have a spalted maple variety with turquoise rings. Also, fine color rings right next to the turquoise. Really thin line. You can see. Maybe. There you go. Green. So we have 2 big segments, a turquoise large ring, and then another turquoise large ring. And then we have this really nice piece of spalted maple. I know it's hard to choose, right? I know it's hard to choose, but that's why there's a whole bunch of different cues to choose from, but they all are one of ones. So if you want me to pack this one up, hit me up. Here is the other unique piece that was in this style. I think this was the first one that the builder experimented on with this process. So we have a full section on the butt, a couple colored rings here, a textured wrap, and then we have the whole forearm casted in the resin.
That could be a problem.
And this is the only one of this style I got that's of this resin. People will talk about this cue, I'll tell you that. I don't know what it is, but I've had so many people ask me about this cue, but nobody's pulled the trigger yet. Somebody pulled the trigger, and nobody else is going to be able to ask about it. So that's how that works. It's a one of one, get it, and then it's gone. Alright, this one I'm kind of